Hi, this is Parent Coach Kate with your parenting solution in a minute, except here, going to take a little more time. Thank you very much for being here. All right, I want to talk about an article that I was reading this morning on what parents want. In 2024, a very high percentage of parents want to be more consistent with discipline. And this parenting style may help, psychologist says, may help. So here we go. All right. This expert talks about responsive parenting. This is what they teach, and they've written a book. They have a lot of letters after their name, and so let's hear what they have to say. All right. They say, they talk about how they don't like this to be confused with gentle parenting. So they say this is a combination of a more gentle parenting style and the hype around parent. Anyway, let's see. They basically say that all these hype around different parenting styles is taken away from a more sort of important question: is what did my child need at this moment? So that's the question the expert asks: what does my child need at this moment? And I can appreciate that, and I think there are times when you do ask that question. But let's go on to the example given here. So she says you have to teach kids to regulate. Okay, this word is thrown around. When I was growing up, I can't imagine my mom, at being at whatever the store was when I was growing up and saying, uh, maybe Bullock's, or that does date me, but that was a great store. But I can't imagine her saying, my child's still learning to self-regulate. It's just a fancy word for having a tantrum, having a meltdown, not being in control of your emotions. It's just, it just hurts, kind of can hurt your head, right? It hurts mine. All right, here we go. So person says your kid's melting down. Now, when I read all this, there's always you're either traditional and you're yelling, you're being authoritarian, or you are, building relationship and hearing your child and all of that. Okay. So, and you want to, listen, you want to build a relationship, you want to hear them, but we need some humor here. Boy, I know I sure did. And I still do. All right. The example given, let's get to the point. Your child's throwing a fit in a grocery store. It says your knee-jerk reaction might be to scold them. Okay, yeah. But then not only do you scold them, now you're just shaming them, blaming them for being rude. And now you're assigning a motive that's negative to a very normal process of saying your child just wants something at the store. They just want something at the store. All right. But instead of expecting them to act like an adult that knows how to self-regulate, don't expect that, is what this expert is saying. You got to meet them where they are. So right now, this work gets very complicated. I have to meet them where they are. So let's start by getting down to their level, meet them where they are. Now you're no longer an adult in the room that they need. Now you are their roommate, facilitator, friend. Okay. Okay. All right. So they don't have the self-regulation circuitry built in, that ability yet. They go, this is a very long process. They're not going to have till they're older. That's why they really need us now to help them out of this behavior, because they're not going to have all this circuitry till they're older. All right. That's my words. So this doesn't mean you buy them the toy or the snack, but instead of yelling at them, and this is the expert solution, okay? Because we need solutions right now. My clients come to me for solutions. They've wasted already a lot of money on experts talking about their child's brain and how do you address the frontal cortex. All that stuff, by the way, just beyond what I don't do that. I just help parents stop tantrums as quickly as possible. That's what I do, okay? Because I'm grateful for the people that help me do that with my own, okay? All right, now, so this is the solution that this expert gives. You have to really be compassionate and just be a witness to their tantrums and be emotionally soothing. So now picture this: your kid's tantruming in Target. They're 6 or 7. I want this toy. I hate you. You want it. And they might even be throwing things, breaking things. But you, according to this expert, you are supposed to be emotionally soothing. And a witness. Therefore, what that basically means is do absolutely nothing. Huh, say it again. All right. So This helps the child, because this helps the child learn how to handle difficult emotions. I'd like to know where that is. Where is that really helping them how to handle? No, it's helping them. It's really just telling them that they can continue to do this. Where it are, now you have to teach them to regulate. Okay, so where do you do this? So I'm trying to find in this article where you do it. You build that self-regulation through relationship of safety and trust. My kid's melting down in Target, throwing things. I want it. You are just thinking, you might be holding a baby. You might have a meeting to get to. You just might be dealing with something in your life that's heavy. I don't know. But this is what this expert is telling you to do. Okay. So all of this can happen. You can build relationship and help them self-regulate and help them trust you. All this can happen without yelling at your child. Okay. Or giving in. Really? So now I'm told that I'm supposed to do this. I'm holding down my yells, because when I feel like I feel like I'm a terrible parent, I'm going to feel guilty if I do. Gosh, what? God forbid. Can I say that? All right. So now, but you can have sturdiness. Really? Where's the sturdiness here? You could set boundaries. Where's the boundary here? Where's the limit here? And you can provide emotional safety at the same time. There's nothing here that's showing me how to do that. Okay? Nothing. And the article just kind of ends there. Absolutely nothing. Huh. Say it again. Okay, for Seinfeld fans. All right, here we go. Now, sorry. So, is this recording? I guess it is. Okay, here we go. I want to get to the solution. If this is working for you, keep doing it. You have a pretty well-behaved kid. That's a beautiful thing. But most of us hasn't been the situation. We have kids tantruming, melting down. We're trying to hear their feelings all the time, all day long, 24/7. I hear you. Okay, all right, you get it. So what do you do? What's the solution? Kids need an adult in the room, someone that's sane, not in an abusive way, not because you're going to crush their spirit. But you know what? You need my help to get to your self-regulation. You need my help. There's a saying that says you need to act your way into right thinking. We need to help our kids act their way into right feeling. You need to make it perfectly clear that tantrum is not acceptable, and not in any way that's punitive or cruel. No. But to just be a facilitator. This expert is asking you to do what she does. But you're not getting paid $250 an hour. She is. All right. So what do you do? First of all, you have to take total responsibility for your parenting, and know that if there's anything if there's any part of you that goes, this stuff isn't working. I want it to. It sounds really good. Man, the tantrums are getting worse. Or be honest with yourself, first of all. Be honest. Okay. And then do something different. Because you keep doing this, you're going to get more and more of what you're getting. And this childhood goes by really quickly. You cannot get control of your 6-year-old tantrum your 6-year-old's tantrum in Target or at home. You can't get them to stay in their room. You can't get them to stop telling you off, whatever it is, screaming, raging. What do you think the preteen and teen years are going to look like? Are you going to have a kid that's going to be happy and respects you? No. Okay, you need to get to control, not because you're controlling, but because you love your children and want what's best for them. And by the way, studies have shown that happier kids are not having these meltdowns. No, no. Happy kids do what their parents tell them to do. Those kids are happier. When you see your kid or some other kid melting down somewhere, do you go, that's a happy kid? And then a parent that's just going, oh, and then screams at them, because that's what's happening. Screaming is the new spanking. I forgot who said that. But I'm not going to take credit for that. But all right, what do? You need to be authoritative. You need to be able to let go of your kids liking you, let go of worrying about, are you going to damage their their self-image? Is it going to be psychologically damaging to them if I'm not a facilitator? No, they need both of those. Your unconditional empathy, unconditional love, right? And your leadership, unequivocal leadership. And it sounds like this. I need you to put your toys away right now. Your teenager, I need you to bring the barrels down right after that show. You're not afraid to be authoritative. You're not afraid to be like that. That's really loving. Our kids need us to be that rock. And right now, you can't get a kid to turn off their phone in their rooms. You can't get a kid to turn off a phone during dinner because you're afraid of them or you just want to be, you and they're not respecting your boundaries. This is a problem. So my message here is that if that responsive parenting, gentle parenting isn't working for you, it's not stopping behaviors like tantrums, your kids are not staying in their room, sibling conflict, it's not working, and you're exasperated and you're frustrated. How do you think it is for your kids to be in that environment? It's not happy. Childhood should be the Garden of Eden. It should be as happy as it can be with a calm, authoritative parent that's really calm, doesn't yell, scream. If you need any help with this, if you want what I'm talking about, I want you to schedule a call with me now. My link is there. If you have any questions, coach at parentingsolutionscoach.com. Hop on a call with me. Could it hurt? And that is my time, and I want to thank you so much for giving me yours.